can be so valuable that the payment for it is a meeting with Allah Himself. There's no way. And so Allah says, إِنَّ هَذَا كَانَ لَكُمْ جَزَاءً. This has been your guaranteed payment. This is your reward. So of all the rewards in Jannah, Jannah has palaces, Jannah has homes, beautiful spouses, amazing food, all of that. The acknowledgement from Allah that all of this is you being rewarded, meaning you earned it. But what is it how did you earn it? Allah says, وَكَانَ سَعْيُكُمْ مَشْكُورًا. Your efforts have always been appreciated. Who's appreciating my effort in this ayah? Allah Azza wa Jal. Allah Azza wa Jal is acknowledging every one of our efforts. If you've heard me talk about this before, remind yourself. If you haven't, listen carefully. This world that we live in right now only respects results. There is no respect for efforts. There's only respect for results. We had a winner of a contest, and we all acknowledged the result. But there were lots of people who wrote a story, but their efforts did not get acknowledged. Allah acknowledges them. Human beings can't acknowledge everyone. Human beings can only function when they operate based on results. When two teams are playing in the championship, both teams are making an amazing amount of effort, but there's only going to be one champion, and there's not going to be a trophy given for effort. Because they made a lot of it, and may even be the team that lost made more effort than the team that won, but we don't celebrate the effort, we celebrate the results. But Allah, and by the way, efforts are almost all the time, and many times our efforts are invisible. People don't see the effort, people only see the result. If you see an amazing calligrapher, they just move their hand and oh my God, the way they wrote, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allah, so beautiful, it's so easy for them. But you don't see the 1,000 hours they put in when they were writing it first time. Somebody said, why are you drawing an elephant? No, it's not an elephant, that's Bismillah ar-Rahman. There was a lot of effort before they got to that point. But people don't see the effort. People only see the result. Nobody's going to care about who lost the election. People are only going to care about who won. That's the result. It doesn't matter if you had a really good effort in the interview. If you didn't get the job, you failed. The effort doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much work you put into your project. If the project missed the deadline or you didn't get the result, all of that effort is gone. It doesn't count. But Allah, the only one who says that the only thing that matters in the next life and the thing that Allah will acknowledge in the next life will actually not be results at all. The only thing Allah will acknowledge is what? Efforts. And so much so that is the world in which, in this world, efforts are invisible and results are visible. And in that world, the results will disappear. So the winner might become a loser. And the one who looked like a loser here might become the winner. By the way, the idea that someone who looked like they were winning became a loser, and someone who looked like they were losing became a winner, that idea is captured in the word taghabun. يَوْمَ يَجْمَعُكُمْ لِيَوْمِ الْجَمْعِ ذَلِكَ يَوْمُ التَّغَابُنِ. Somebody thought they were winning, actually their investments had failed. Somebody thought their efforts are not being acknowledged, all of them are being acknowledged. That's the reward that Allah has given us. And this is the most incredible realization that a believer can live with, because we are now living in a time where everybody is hungry for acknowledgement. We are hungry for acknowledgement. If you posted a video of yourself at the convention today and nobody viewed it and nobody liked it and nobody commented mashallah and nobody said anything, you feel invisible. You feel offended. You feel like these people, I'm not going to view their stuff now either. What, 3 views and all 3 are myself from my 2 other phones? We need attention. Human beings need attention. When there is a child needs the dad's or mom's attention. Mama, 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 mama. And the moment you give them attention, they're like, nah, thanks. Now I'm going to go to dad because he's not paying attention. We need attention all the time. Somehow or some way, we need acknowledgement. Allah has given us in this ayah the answer to our need for acknowledgement. In this life, you can make a lot of efforts to make your mom happy, to make your dad happy, to make your boss happy, to make your husband happy, to make your wife happy, to make your son happy, to make your daughter happy. And guess what? Many times, all those efforts, and at the end of it, are they happy? Oh. And even worse, they say, you call that trying? What did you even do for me? And you say, I made a lot of effort. Huh, you? Effort? Where is it? I don't see it. The people that love us the most, the people that are closest to us the most, can even they can be blind to our efforts. They just want to see the results. And Allah, in those moments, when you know you made the right effort, you did the right thing, Allah is teaching you and me that people, myself, yourself, we are incapable of truly appreciating anybody else's efforts. But Allah does not let any of those efforts disappear. What does history record, people? What does history record? Does it record efforts or does it record results? It records results. It records success and it records failure. That's what history records. History is incapable of recording efforts. Let's tie this all up. In the beginning of this surah, Allah said something really mind-blowing. هَلْ أَتَى عَلَى الْإِنسَانِ حِينٌ مِّنَ الدَّهْرِ لَمْ يَكُنْ شَيْئًا مَذْكُورًا. Was there ever a time in the endless span of time, as long as time has existed, was there ever a moment in time where the human being was something that wasn't even remembered? It could mean a few things. Wasn't even remembered, wasn't even worthy of being remembered. But let me put this in perspective. The physical universe, as we know it, is 14-something billion years old, or trillion years old. I forget the number. It's billion years old. We are not that old on this planet. The universe has been around a lot longer than us. And then the Earth, several billion years old, is a lot older than us. And then even when human history began, we cannot find archaeological evidence of human existence that goes more than 20, 30, 40,000 years at the most. At the most. But human beings existed, we have no memory of who they were and what they were. There are so many nations in the world that may be 200, 300, 400 feet under the ground. They may be buried here right now that existed at some time, that were very important people in their time, and no one remembers them now. No one knows about them now. They're gone. Their successes are gone, their failures are gone, their castles are gone, their memory is gone, their power is gone, their love is gone, their hate, all of it's gone. No trace left. And then let's go a little closer. All of us came out of our mothers. Our mother, before she became pregnant, had no idea who we were. She didn't love us because we didn't exist. She didn't care about us because we were nothing. We were not madhkur to her. And then when she was pregnant, she didn't even know at first. If we exist, even though we existed, we weren't even madhkur. And then when she realized that she's starting to throw up, she realized that something's happening. Then she started making lots of dua and asking herself, I wonder what kind of baby this will be. Is it a boy or is it a girl? Is he going to look like me? Or is he going to look like him? She's trying to do dhikr of you, but it's not really possible to remember you or know you because you're still an unknown. You're still an unknown. Even when you come out of your mother, your parents love you, they hold you, but they don't actually know who you are and what your soul is capable of. Or actually not know. Most of our existence, we have been unknown. Most of our existence. I love my parents, and I'm sure they love their parents. And I'm sure my grandparents love their parents. And I'm sure my grandparents' parents love their parents, but I don't know them at all. Actually, I go back a little bit in history, and they become, not mazkurin. They're not, I don't remember them. I'd like to meet them in the akhirah, on the right side of things, but I have no idea who they are. No recollection left. You could look at the only thing you can get is a family tree with some names. But those stories, those people, we don't know. What I'm trying to tell you is, not only are our efforts invisible, but we ourselves have mostly been invisible, not mentioned, not remembered. And beyond the age of this universe, when this entire universe is gone, when this earth is gone from the way it is now, Allah preserves one thing. When the stars will not remain, the earth will not remain, the sun will not remain, the moon will not remain, the oceans will not remain, our efforts and the memory of our efforts will remain with Allah, and He will acknowledge it. How incredible is that? Our efforts are more timeless to Allah than the age of the entire samawat and ard. That's the power of our efforts. So when Allah does not underestimate the value of my efforts, then you and I don't have the permission to look at our efforts and say, well, I'm making all these efforts, but it's not getting any results, so it must be a failure. We don't get to say that. If we say that, then we must call the efforts of Nuh alayhi salam a failure. Why? Because it's 9 centuries of efforts and not very many results. Why is he a hero in the Quran? Why are we honoring these prophets of Allah like Nuh alayhi salam? It is actually those incredible years of what? Effort. إِنَّ هَذَا كَانَ لَكُمْ جَزَاءً وَكَانَ سَعْيُكُمْ مَشْكُورًا. And again, while no one can thank me, no one will appreciate the efforts that I made or you made, Allah is acknowledging them Himself individually for every single believer. That's the drink we get to drink in the akhirah. That's the drink Allah is offering us in this. And with that spirit, when we become people that want to give Allah this service in this dunya, we want to just give Allah, yufuna bin nadhr, then look at how we are being served in the akhirah. This world is not about being served. This world is about giving service. And that world in Suratul Insan is where we will be served. We must all become people that serve now so we can be served in the akhirah.